Today, it's Nagpanchami. These people have come here to worship the Nag Devta, to pay their respect, to express their gratefulness as snakes guard their grains from the atrocity of the rats. But for some, this religious feeling of the masses can be a source of income. Cashing in on this mysterious charm of the snakes, the snake charmer has been exploiting the snake and the divinity attributed to them.
आदि को अभी इसका पूजा करना एक दिन बार-बार आवा ना बरस का एक दिन त्योहार होता है नागपंचमी का नागपंचमी का एक टाइम त्योहार होता है इनका दूध के लिए कंटिन्यू होगा.
Looks very exciting, but sadly in reality, the life of this cobra is far from any excitement. Suffocated in the charmer's basket, teeth pulled out, poison extracted, the snake dies an unnatural death.
ऐसा कोई खेल में हमारे हम 4 आदमी में धंधा करते हैं कभी हम चाय पानी पीने जाते हैं बच्चे लोग आके कोई पीएल आदमी आके.
Our business involves public participation, where interaction between the snake and people is not ruled out. Letting the snake retain its poisonous teeth can result in a disaster, so we remove it. Since there are no teeth, there will be no poison.
The Government of India ban on snake charmers comes as a welcome relief. Yet, the original tradition of worshipping live cobra has been retained. Battes Shirale, a village with a familiar lifestyle like most others in India, except for one unique tradition. This village has all the possibility of becoming a noteworthy example of a healthy and intimate interaction between the mankind and nature. Situated in the Sangli district of Maharashtra, Battes Shirale has long been known for its remarkable way of celebrating Nagpanchami. Every year, the entire village, overruling the community bars, celebrates Nagpanchami by worshipping live cobras. Behind this tradition is a legend of Saint Gorakshanath, the pioneer of the idea, who has a temple dedicated to his name. Other folk tales also trace the origins of the festival to goddess Amba Mata. Irrespective of these controversies about its origin, the tradition continues with full faith.
इसी समय में गोरखनाथ जी जो थे जब यहाँ आए थे.
Once upon a time, Saint Gorakshanath happened to visit this village. When encountered with the prevalent custom of worshipping clay cobras on Nagpanchami, he advised the villagers to worship real cobras. He also blessed the entire village population, protecting them from snake bites only for one day, that is the Nagpanchami day.
शेळ्यात नागाचे दात काढले जात नाहीत, विष काढले जात नाही.
None of the snakes caught are subjected to teeth and poison extraction. It is a myth that snakes do not bite in Shirale. They do bite when handled recklessly, and we immediately seek medical treatment. We do not have blind faith. We have faith, skill, and courage. Also, we procure license from the State Forest Department to catch snakes.
Today, it's exactly 15 days from the forthcoming festival, and the menfolk of the village just can't wait any longer. A frantic search has begun, the search for the gods to be worshipped. On and on the spade strikes, with the care not to hurt the snake, which might just be hiding below. All possible traces of its habitat are to be checked. The marg, or the soil that the snake once passed upon, is subjected to a thorough scrutiny. This looks like a clue to its secret passage. And a frightfully divine sight. Each step is vital here. A mistake means instant death. A good start, but many more such findings are to be made before the final day. Once in the human home, slipped inside a clay pot covered with another pot. In most cases, the pot is effortfully pierced to let fresh air in, even marked with the snake's identity and abode, to ensure its dispatch to the spot from where it has been picked. Frogs, appropriate to the size of the snake, are dropped in. A red carpet welcome into the human world. But alas, what is this? Is this only a change of scene or a change of place altogether? Pulling them out for a boastful display, provoking them, enticing them, elongating them, and then measuring their length by the scale. Careful noting down of measurements, nothing more than the thrill of a sport. Only one question arises. Can gods ever be competed? The declarations are celebrated. None of them spare. The drama prolongs. The snakes definitely do not feel pleasant. the hissings, the biting attempts, now answering the threats with open mouth. If this mouth manages to grip on to some flesh, like in the case of this man whose palm had to be cut off. If this twisting, turning, poison string manages to let itself loose, there is a crowd on both sides, the spectators and the spectacles. Around 500 different species of cobra and thousands of men. This open show game of poisonous snakes is an unnecessary harassment and danger. The need to reform is urgent. Thankfully, there is a realization from within the villagers to put a check.
नागाला आपण पवित्र मानतो, देव मानतो, तर मग त्याच्या स्पर्धा पाहिजेत कशाला? आणि मिरवणूक
Why hold snake competitions at all when they are divine to us? We are trying very hard to convince people to control these competitions.
तरुणांच्या मध्ये चैतन्य निर्माण होण्यासाठी आणि एकमेकांच्या स्पर्धा निर्माण होण्यासाठी या स्पर्धा भरवल्या जातात.
The competition motivates the residents for active participation, thus it breeds competitiveness. Sometimes it leads to confrontation, which may result in protest, but that is a very rare occurrence.
Finally, the auspicious Nagpanchami day has come.
शिराळ्याच्या पंचमीची सांगते कहाणी अंबाबाईचं महात्म्य मोठं असं जगात नाही कुठं सत्या
The saint must have preached for this pious moment. A respectable worship, seeking of blessings and acceptance of each other's existence. Faith wins over fear. Oh, it pops out again. Comfortable in the civilized world or proud to be worshipped? This priceless tradition is to be continued even at the cost of financial loss.
आज आमचं मेडिकल अँड जनरलचं एक दुकान आहे, त्याचप्रमाणे कपड्याचं सुद्धा एक दुकान आहे. ही दोन्ही दुकानं
Even at financial loss, we do participate in this festival just to keep old tradition alive.
Suddenly, all dignity seems to be belied, divinity forgotten, dancing girls hired, liquor consumed, and the beats of the music, irrelevant to the occasion, begins to rule the atmosphere. No appreciation for natural affinity, the mood is swept by this hooliganistic funfair. Even the sacred paddy is being crushed under their feet. Such applauses encourage this distortion, and by mistaking it for tradition and culture, they make its eradication difficult. And a helpless witness to it is the cobra, meekly stationed on the trucks in the scattered pile of coins and gulal, with lizards and other snakes helplessly tied round it. No wonder if the terror unleashes now, when liquor and music diverts human attention. Already irritated snakes do bite. But even in this maddening celebration, sense prevails to rush the injured to the hospital. Thankfully, snake bite is not ignored in the name of blind faith. Hospital provides immediate medical treatment. Yet, pain can't be dissolved. The agony, when it comes, does cause pain.
नाग खेळायला सोडला होता नंतर दुसऱ्या शेजारच्या माणसाला हातात द्यायचा होता तो
The snake bit me during the competition while playing with it.
माझा मुलगा 9 वर्षाचा होता त्याचे नाव होतं संजय रामचंद्र नंदे.
Even though my son died while taking a photograph with the cobra, we do handle the snakes during the festival.
But what for? For culture, it's difficult to believe. Then for distortion of culture, hooliganism, can a more sensible and sensitive mood prevail?
मिरवणूकचं होतं त्याच्यात असं आहे की आता एक गाव खर्च करते
Instead of hiring separate bands, one band would be sufficient for the whole procession, and the amount saved can be utilized for constructive purposes.
Photographs appear, a must to capture this daredevil game. But this show could just have cost a life. Festival memories having been preserved, nature's gifts are to be returned to the nature. But this commitment implies even more risk than when searching. The snake might emerge from any corner. Yet, this awareness has not stopped them from undertaking the task. This eco-friendly talent of interacting with the snakes acquired by the residents is accompanied by the commitment to continue with it.
Though my palm had to be cut off because of snake bite, which has also reduced my professional skill, yet participation in the competition is an addiction for me, which I will not let go of.
So, can there be an instant check on hooliganism? Can the youth enthusiasm be channelized in a constructive direction? An idea of a snake research institute appears like a silver lining to the entire story. A snake research institute to utilize the local skill and provide a platform to the researchers to study the various species available locally could be established. The institute harmlessly extracting snake poison for the preparation of anti-snake bite vaccine would go a long way. Strengthening human resistance without harming snakes, facilitating more scopes for natural interaction. Battes Shirale then would be highlighted on the world map as an unique center of cultural heritage supported by scientific outlook. A little vision and a little effort is all that is needed.